Hi there, crafty peeps. Enis here from Papercrafting with Enis, and I'm on today with another project share for the Happy Crafter Shop for the month of March. And actually, I've already made one of the items, and I'd like to do a craft with me with you today. So I'm just going to give you a heads up that this will probably be a little bit of a long video. I will probably try to cut some of the video out to shorten it as much as I can, but I want to show you as much as I can so that you get an idea how to do this if you would like to try this yourself. So let me just remind you that I am a guest designer this month for the Happy Crafter Shop. And as part of the guest design team, Lisa did give me a packet of awesome goodies to craft with. And I just wanted to remind you of her social media, her YouTube, and her shop web address there. So be sure to check that out. And I am aware that a number of the items from the March release are sold out, but I have been in contact with Lisa, and she did tell me she will be getting some more things back in stock. I don't know which items for sure, except that I believe the doily die and probably the bow sets will be back in stock. I'm not sure about anything else, but you can always check back there from time to time. And a lot of times on her YouTube channel, she will mention some things that are back in stock. So anyway, the items I'm going to use in today's project are these really pretty, I think these are 6mm. I feel like they're glass. I think they are glass beads, and they're in these beautiful pastel colors. And I'm going to be using one of these absolutely adorable acrylic bunnies, and these are so sweet, and they're glittery on the back and on the front. Okay, so those are the items I'm using from the Happy Crafter Shop. Also, I just want to remind everybody that I do have a coupon code Enis10 for 10% off your order if you do place one. So yeah, please be sure to use that. And here's the project we're going to be making today. It's this very cute little bracelet, and you can see I've got that little acrylic bunny on there as an accent. And it is a stretchy bracelet, so you can make it and, you know, it'll fit just about anybody's wrist. So there it is right there. Let me put it on. I'm going to put it on backwards so you can see it better. So it's right side up. So there you go. Isn't that a pretty bracelet? And you can make this as big or as small as you want. It's actually a little bit big for me. So I think the next one, well, I think I'm going to make another one this exact same size. Yeah, I think I will, because it is stretchy. It'll fit just about anybody. So with that, let's get started. So what I am using today is some of this stretchy string here for jewelry making, and I'm using a jewelry beading needle. So I've already got that threaded on there, and I did not measure this. I just cut off a big long piece because I have lots of this in my stash. And let me see here. I am also going to be using some of these seed beads, and these are kind of a bigger seed bead than the ones I really wanted to use, but they did work perfect for this project. These are really old. I did inherit a huge box of beads from a very crafty dear friend of mine who passed away a few years ago. Her husband gave me all of her beads, and I was just so thrilled to get them. But anyway, so I am using a number of these beads here, and I'm actually just going to dump them out here because they're easier for me to pick up that way. And then we have this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start out by picking up 4 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I am going to slide them down almost to the end of the string. Okay, so I've got a little tail there, and I'm just going to, oops, and then they fall off. And you know what? I'm going to squish the camera in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Okay, let me pick those beads up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try to do this without letting them fall off this time. Okay. So you want to get it close to the end, but not all the way to the end. And then you're just going to tie a knot. I think I probably did a quadruple knot just to be on the safe side. I think if you were using beading string instead of the stretchy string, I think you wouldn't have to do as much, but I was just concerned that this would fall apart. So I did 4, and you want to make sure you pull that good and tight. Okay. So this is what you'll have. Then you're going to take your needle and you're going to go up through, not the bead where the knot is, but this one right here, and just come up through there. And that kind of secures that a little bit, okay? And then we're going to pick up, let me just put a few of these beads on my mat here. So I'm going to start with, I think I will do a light pink one. So you're going to take a light pink bead and you're going to pick up 4 seed beads. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you can pull those down. Okay, so now on this bracelet, I just want to show you, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 beads on here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually string up 12 beads with 3 beads in between each one to start with. Okay, and I like to vary these, so I've got a pink one on there. I'm going to do a blue and then pick up 3 more seed beads. 2, 3, and then I'm going to pick up a white bead. And you can do these randomly, or you can do them all in the same color, however you want to do them. Okay, and let's see. So I've got a pink, a blue, a white, and now I think I will do a yellow. Actually, no, I'm going to do a dark pink. Pick up 3 more beads. 1, 2, 3, and now I'm just going to pull them down. Okay, so you can see this is how it's starting to look. Okay, so what we want to do is string 12 beads all together. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do that, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I have, I believe, 12 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 3 seed beads in between. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up 4 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, and squish those down. And now I'm going to go down inside of this bead right here, okay? And I'm going to go through this bead and the first one there, okay? So you see how I've done that? And then let me just pull this, and you want to make sure that's kind of tight. Now you see how that made the end look? It kind of gave it like a little diamond shape, which sort of matches the other end, okay? So that's how that is supposed to look. All right, let me get my needle again. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up 1 bead, and we're going to go down inside. Okay, so we just came out of this bead. We're going to go down inside of this one. Then we're going to go inside the big bead, and we're going to go inside the first bead. So basically, we are repeating what we just did. Okay, so we pull that out. And you will see now we have 4 in between. Okay, I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead. And then I'm going to go into this bead, through the larger bead, and through the first bead. Okay, and pull that tight. All right. So you see the pattern that we have going on here? Okay, so I am going to continue doing that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you can see that I have 4 beads in between each of the larger beads, all the way down to the end, so that part is complete. Now I'm going to pick up another larger bead, and I ended with blue over here, and the next bead in my order is white, so I'm going to grab up a white one and slide that one down. And I think at this point in time we can cut this little tail off. So stretch the tail out before you cut it, so that way the knot will sink down inside of the beads, okay? All right, so I took that off. So now we have this, okay? And because we have 4, 1, 4, 1, what we're going to do is bring the other end around, and we're going to go through this first bead on the top and pull that together. Okay, so you see how that's coming together like that? Now, this could be a weak link here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through these 2 beads here and into the larger bead and then into the first bead. Okay, so let me give you a close-up. So we're into these 2 beads, through the larger bead, and then through this first bead, and then we're going to pull that tight. All righty. And I'm just kind of tugging that tight because since this is stretchy thread, you see this big gap I've got here. I don't like the gap, so I'm pulling that kind of tight. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come across, so I just came through this bead here. I'm going to come across this and pick up this bead from this side and go back into that one. Okay? And basically what we're doing is we're securing that single bead that we added on right here. Okay, so here we are. We're at this blue one. We're going to go back through the blue bead and we'll come through this first one. Okay, pull that nice and tight. And then we're going to come around to this one. So we just came out on this side. We're going to come into this one. And we're going to, this is a little bit tricky here. So we're going to, well, actually, I'll do it individually. So we'll go like that. And then we're going to go into the one across and back through the big white bead, which is the one on the end. Okay. So we're basically just going back and forth between a number of these beads to lock everything in place. All right, so this was the end. Well, actually, this was the beginning, and this was the end, and then that's the bead that's joining it. So now what you can do, and I'm just going to loop through a few more of these beads before I knot this off. Okay. And I think at this point, you can do it in whatever order you want. And I'm going to go back up through this larger one here. And through this first one. Okay. All right, so we just came up through this one. I'm going to come back around through one of the other beads. I'm just picking one. I don't think it really matters which one. Pull that tight. Now I'm going to go back down through here, back through the big bead. Okay, so we're working our way back to that white bead again. Okay. Let me see, where am I? Okay. All right. I think that should be pretty good. I've gone back and forth, I think, twice. All right, so there we are. And I'm going to take my needle off. And now I'm just going to tie this in a knot. I'm going to wrap around and make a knot. And I'm going to do that a couple of times because I don't want this to come undone once I cut this thread. Okay. And I'm making the knot in between the same beads each time. Okay, I think I'll do one more. Pull that good and tight, and then we can stretch this out a little bit and nip it off. Okay. Okay, so there is our bracelet. Okay, and now we're going to add our charm. So what I have here is I've got a large jump ring, a medium jump ring, and I've got my little acrylic piece here. So what I'm going to do, I have this handy dandy little drill, okay, and it just plugs into a USB port. And I'm going to drill a tiny little hole in one of the ears, and that's where the jump ring's going to go. So give me a second to do that. Okay. I don't know if you can see it there, but we have a little tiny hole there. All right, so I'm going to take my larger jump ring and put it through the little bunny ear, and I'm going to close that up. Okay, just twist that back in place. Make sure it's closed good and tight, or as tight as you can get it. All right. And now I'm going to open up this jump ring because this one is not open yet. Okay. And I like to put the charm on where I've connected everything together because it kind of lays a little weird there. So what I'm going to do basically is go in between some of these beads where the string is. So I'm hooking the jump ring around the string. Okay, there we go. Add my little charm and close this up, making sure it's nice and tight. And here is our cute little bracelet. Look at that. So now I have two, one for me and one to share. Okay, crafty peeps, so here they are. Here are the cute, cute, cute completed bracelets. So adorable, using some beads from the Happy Crafter Shop, as well as these adorable little glittery bunny acrylic pieces that I turned into charms. So, so sweet. And I think because I made two, I just feel like sharing. So if you've made it this far in the video, then you're in luck because I'm going to give one away. So what I think I'm going to do is, if you would leave a comment down below using the words bunny hop in a sentence, you will be entered to win one of these bracelets. I will have one winner because I'm going to keep the other one for myself because it's just too cute. So use the word bunny hop. This video is going to post on Friday, March 21, and I will draw a winner on Friday, March 28th, and you need to be 18 years or older, a subscriber to my channel, or a frequent commenter, as well as have a U.S. mailing address. And be sure to use the word bunny hop in a comment down below in a sentence. This giveaway is not sponsored by the Happy Crafter Shop, by YouTube, or anyone else. I will do a drawing on March 28th from all of the eligible comments. And yeah, good luck, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this craft with me and seeing these adorable little bracelets. If you decide to make one, I would really appreciate it if you would tag me in your video, or if you post it on Instagram. I would love to see it there. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the next crafty video. See you later, crafty peeps. Bye.